Welcome to the Wormhole, where keeping it real is expected. There are a couple million podcasts you could be tuned into, but you chose to take this journey with us, and for that, we thank you. Without further ado, the Wormhole with Tim and Troy.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yep, we with you.
Okay, that is, she said she can't
Uh-huh.
unmute. She said she can't talk.
What's
You gotta
wrong
put
with
an
you?
AirPod
Yeah, you gotta have your AirPods in. And I see you on mute too. I think you're still on mute. So, Carrie, did you get the questions?
Yes, I got them.
Okay.
I gotta go first. Let me go.
All right.
Oh my gosh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
You on here
I can't use
twice.
my AirPods because I drop my AirPods in the shower, but they still play music. But if I'm on the phone, it sounds like I'm underwater.
Oh, okay, then. I washed mine the other day. Like a wash and a dry cycle.
And y'all said I put something in there.
Yeah.
But I'm on my wig cap right now because I ordered some grapes from this girl. That she gonna give it to me at school, but apparently she coming to my house to drop it off. So I was gonna wait on her, but she's taking too long. So I'm about to start my wig on the ball cap.
What up, man?
What's up, bro?
What up?
Now, shit, can you hear me?
Oh wait.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Pulling up a little beverage, man. Just got a little late getting in the house tonight, but I'm here.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm ready though.
Get you a green tea or something, adult beverage.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's green, all right.
Yeah.
Green, all right.
Bring that care.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, Wormhole, we got a very special show tonight. Probably one of the most special shows that could possibly happen. I have my daughters on tonight, Queen Newsom
Hey, Wormhole.
and Carrie L. Newsom.
Hello, ladies.
Hey,
All
Hey,
right.
Wormhole.
All right. Good to have you guys.
What's been going on?
school.
Y'all know school just draining.
That's it.
Yeah. So, man, what's going on, though? What you got going on?
Man, nothing, dude. Just same old work. What the last show, we had talked about the little incident in Memphis, so got a whole lot of clarification on it. Yeah, it was messed up. It's bad. That's the only thing I got. Yeah, it was terrible. Very terrible. I'm very disappointed.
Disappointed in who?
Disappointed in the cops and us being black cops doing them like that over for what they did it for. There was no reason.
Terrible. That's what I figured.
But that kind of stuff make a man go crazy. But I don't say make him not that crazy though. But it happens.
Well, we ain't gonna revisit that today. What we got today is a show where I kind of want to, ask some people that's not in our generation about what's going on in everyday life these days. And particularly in the walls of those schools, because they totally different than they were when we was growing up.
Right.
So I guess we'll jump right into it. First of all, what we'll do is we'll allow the guests to introduce themselves and, just don't say what school you go to, but tell us what grade you're in, your classification, all of that. So first we'll introduce Queen.
Well, I'm Queen. I'm in 10th grade, and I go to a school in Monroe.
Okay.
All right. Hey, man.
All right, next.
Okay, I'm Carrie L. I'm in 11th grade, and I'm ready to graduate.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Ready to graduate and say I want to be grown, get out in the world, but the school environment is just so very awful. Every day going to the same. It's like prison.
Okay, well, let me warn you of something. I was in that position once in my life. Well, I'm just so ready to get out of school and just live. As soon as I got out here and got to swimming, I just want to go back to school and stay with mom and them. You know what I'm saying? You say that now. Oh, it sucks growing up sometimes. Adulting sucks.
Boy, it's hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard. Like you say, them teachers up in there, I know you say it's like prison, but no. No, when you get grown, it's like prison because you really can't do what you want to do.
You can't do nothing without somebody else's consent.
Right. And then,
I guess life really don't change, though. It really don't change in that aspect.
No, it really don't. But see, even when you grown, people don't tell you what to do. Your wallet do. You can only do what that wallet allow you to do.
That's true.
Yeah, it ain't a person. It's your finances. That's what tell you what you can and can't do. It don't tell you when to go to bed, but you better go to bed if you want some more money.
You say it don't tell you when to go to bed.
But you better. You know what's good for you. You better lay down. You know what's good for you.
Yeah.
Well,
you want to continue?
School.
I know that we're saying it's not much different.
Oh,
yeah.
Life.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm doing my ball cap right now. It's really giving bald. Y'all think it's giving bald?
I mean, hey, you look like you about to get ready for a movie premiere.
Am I bald? What?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see
All right.
bald.
It's not in the camera no more.
Well,
Okay,
look,
Daddy, let's go with these topics.
so I had a couple topics I want to run by the guest today. One of which would be friends staying friends and kind of going and coming and going. Like, how does that happen in your lives right now? Like, how are you all experiencing friendships right now?
Rephrase it.
Okay, so I guess how at this age is it what you expected, or more friends coming, more friends going? Like, how is that whole thing happening for you?
I feel like right now, like at our age, friendships in like school and stuff, the only friends you have are from school. Unless you have a car and unless you came from a different school, most of your friends are from the school that you go to. So like right now, all the friendships are either solidified right now. Like solidifying, I would say, and friend groups. Friend groups is a really big thing now. Everybody got a group chat. Everybody got a friend group. Not everybody. It's a few stragglers, but me personally, friends are going. It's like getting smaller and smaller. Except I got like 5 friends that I know since I moved here since 2nd grade, and then I got a new friend in like September, and then I just have the same friend.
Me.
What you say?
And me.
Oh yeah, and my sister.
Oh, absolutely.
So at this point, it's just more of acquaintances. Like now I feel like if I see them in a grocery store, whether it's now or in 10 years, I'm gonna say hey and then keep getting what I'm getting. Like it's just a lot of acquaintances. And now we just see these people every day and they just people on this earth and you can't be friends with everybody.
Okay, so Queen, what do you think is the biggest difference in group chat friends and like physical friends? Like, what do you think is the difference in this day and age? Because when we were growing up, it was just like friends. It was just physical friends. How do you classify the difference?
I can't really say because I'm not speaking from my experience, but my group chat friends are my physical friends. Even though it's like a lot of us, we all not really close. Well, I'm not close with all of them, but we're still like physically friends. But I mean, like online group chats and stuff like that, they can still be friends, but you'll never know how somebody else to see them in person.
So your group chat is kind of like a village. You kind of like have a friend village.
Yeah, it's 22 of us, so.
I didn't know that they did the group chat friends. But you've seen these people before, right?
Yeah, they go to my school, all of them.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Except one.
You know, I think we're thinking more about social media. When I say group chat, these are like a real, like how we got a group chat. It's a real group chat, like a real school group chat.
Oh, okay.
We don't all know each other from school though. Like most of them grew up together from like elementary, so yeah.
So it's kind of like groups of friends integrated within groups of friends.
No, we're all friends, but some people may be closer than other people.
Okay. All right. I mean, I asked that question because, like I said, just coming from experience, you kind of want to know the difference because coming up, you know, we didn't have group chats. So it's kind of different. We didn't have social media or group chats. And, you know, it's just a little different now. And I like to know the difference because it helps everybody understand what's going on in life these days. So I had another topic I wanted to kind of touch on. So I noticed lately, y'all have been having so much homework and a lot of parents and kids are complaining about the excessive amounts of homework that y'all are given, schoolwork and homework. So I guess I want to know, what do you all think about the school work balance, the school life? Do you think they consider y'all's lives or do you think they consider the schoolwork way too heavily?
Me personally, I don't care how much homework you give me. You're not going to stress me out. So that's just me. Like, I'm not gonna come home and slave over my homework for an hour. You might get 15 minutes out of me, but that's max. I'm gonna do my work in class. So I feel like it's really a balance because most of my friends come home and do homework and study and do all that. But me, I just listen in class. Or if I don't listen, then I just don't listen. I might fail, but most of the time I don't. But yeah, they do give a lot of work, but it's always ways around the work.
Like what you mean ways around it?
Like you can always cheat. And maybe sometimes when they talking, they sit at their desk, just write the answers down. Like, I don't know, it's always ways around it. It's not just unbearable for me.
I mean, I like it.
I mean, I'm still gonna get my A's and stuff, but you're not gonna stress me out.
That's a big thing. People, I was a victim. I was a victim of this. Academic validation is real. It's like so real to the point where you can be crying on the floor because you got 93 and you feel like you was on the verge. Like, what did I do to save myself? That I felt like that. So the work is ridiculous. And for instance, I take a dual enrollment class, so I'm a high school student, but I'm taking a college course through the university in my town. So I'm getting the credit. I will have to take it when I get to college. My teacher, he go, you still have to do classwork for the state, and then you have to do dual enrollment work for the college. So it's literally double, which I know that's what we signed up for. And then the teachers go, well, you're in a college class now. But in general, I don't think they consider personal lives. If you, one of those people, like I said, with academic validation, and you just have to be perfect at everything, you don't have no life. When you go home, you do your schoolwork, and then you might have time to eat and shower, and then if you have a good sleep schedule, then you're going to sleep. But nowadays, nobody has a good sleep schedule. They don't consider that their extracurricular activities. They don't consider that. And extracurricular activities is another thing in itself, because when I was in band, they felt like band is your life. They don't care about your grades. They don't care about if your mama died. They don't care about if you got to go to soccer practice. They don't care about nothing, because band should be your most important focus. And it was to the
That's
point
literally the same thing.
What?
Like with cheer, the lady literally said on Christmas break, don't go nowhere. You got to come to trip break. Like, what are you talking about?
But ladies, can I tell y'all something?
Mm-hmm.
Carrielle, Queen, when you get grown and get a job, they say the same thing. We don't care nothing about your kids got to go to a game.
But we're
about,
not respectfully,
hey,
but we're not grown yet.
Yeah, just saying, like when you get grown, you still be the same thing. It's hard to find that work life or school life balance, unless you just don't want to do nothing. But yeah, I know what you mean though, because really, when you get grown, it's the same thing. You know, they don't respect what you got going on at home. You know, they want you to work at home and all that. But yeah, man, I see what y'all mean though, because I mean, as a grown, as an adult, I feel the same way about work.
I think the teachers are so caught up in their curriculums, they just forget that we are students, and that teachers do not consider that we have other classes too. And then they say, well, you knew what you signed up for and you knew this, but it's one thing for giving work and preparing us, but honestly, all the work that they give us don't prepare us for nothing. It don't prepare us for our tests. Like I've taken so many classes where the stuff that the teachers say does not match the test. And you can study what the teacher's saying, you can study the stuff that she give you, but her test is something totally different. So what did you cause all the stress for? And then now the workload and the outcome is not matching up. Now it's just busy. All of it to me is busy work. And for a teacher to put grades in to say, I make my students do this and this and this, I'm preparing them for this, when they realize they're not preparing us for what they're supposed to be preparing us for. So I think
the only person I can say actually does is my math teacher. Even on tests, if you don't really know what you're doing, she'll probably give you the answer on like half of the problems. Or like my English teacher. Those are the only two, because we had a test today in AP Human Geography. And my friend, she is like the smartest person. She made like a 30 on the English part of ACT. And she made like a low C on the test. And she literally gave us like half of the answers in our notes or the right answer. And everybody still failed. But how do we fail if we literally cheated off the stuff you gave us? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm saying preparing as in we have a lot of end of the year tests, but I'm a junior, so I don't have no end of the year tests except for U.S. history, but that's history. So, but I'm taking AP and dual enrollment courses, so I have finals and I have AP tests. All my classes are AP or dual enrollment or gifted. At the end of the semester, of each semester, I have a final. I have not been prepared for nothing I've ever taken, nothing.
So what do you mean? Like, why are they preparing you just with busy work, or are you saying they're not giving you the actual right? How are they not preparing you for what you're taking?
Yes, one, they're giving us busy work. Two, I figure that the state curriculum is not matching up these like national tests. Louisiana, what are you doing? Like my teacher, my English teacher, she literally changed our curriculum because it was not. I take AP literature. It's not the curriculum. She said was focused on AP language. Now I'm not expert in that, so I do believe her. What I'm saying is, like, you know how they have ACT workbooks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's preparing you for the ACT. But our classes is just what Louisiana want us to do, and it's not useful. It's just facts. It's just busy work.
I got you.
It's just grades and grade books.
So Tim, how have you been noticing your girls? Like, do you feel like, are they complaining about lots of schoolwork? How do they like it or not like it?
No, man. I don't know if they have it here. They have they don't really complain about a whole lot of work because they don't go to school like to physically school 5 days a week. My little ones do, but my oldest 15, Booger don't. They have distance learning days where they don't go. So that day, I guess that's when they do all that stuff. I don't know, but she ain't never said nothing to me about it. I got so much homework. She ain't never said that to me.
Okay, so maybe things different from state to state. Then maybe
it's probably different from state to state because they have days like on Mondays. It's like a work from home day with them. On Mondays they stay at home, except the little ones. But then second, third grade, some shit like that. Yeah, but they have distance learning day. We're staying home, so I guess that's the day when they give them all their busy work. They knock it out on them days. I guess that's what it is. And we just treat it like a work schedule day. Like she'll get up at 8:00 in the morning. She go from 8 to 3 straight schoolwork, and that's it.
Okay, so I have one more thing I kind of want to touch on. This one's real close to me. Tim, I'm gonna start off with you. This one's about feeling safe at school. You're not currently in school, but you do have children that are in school. How safe on a scale from 1 to 10 do you feel your children are at school at the two different age groups that they are?
Shit, not safe at all.
What make you say that?
Should no parent feel safe about what's going on in school until they put some armed guards at the door?
So it was a big hoopla about putting armed guards, and a lot of people say they didn't want that. So what do you think kids are ready to see armed guards at the front door of schools?
I mean, at the end of the day, you might as well get ready to start seeing, people with pistols. That you go to a concert, you see it, right?
Okay.
You see it everywhere else. Just seeing it at school. I ain't saying they got to be standing out there with the guns brandish, but just know they got them. You know what I'm saying? Don't stand there, like they're in North Korea with them over their shoulders and stuff. Nothing like that. Yeah, no, you got to stand there like that. But you got your little sidearm on you, just like good friendly Mr. Bob the cop, whatever you want to call him. But they got the big dog right there too. You just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as just the way it is, I mean, like at the schools there, the doors are locked as they are in most schools, but they still manage to get in. And then you have other kids, bringing that stuff in with them. And my kids, they go to a 90% white school, so it's a whole lot different. You don't know what they got in them bags.
Okay. Here lately, the school that you two go to, Carrie and the Queen, there has been a couple of how do you want to say it?
Sorry.
Say it again.
I'm talking to Milo. He's barking.
Oh, okay. He cool. He can bark. So there's been a couple of fake or online threats of shooting the school up, and we kept you home for those 2 days. Other than that, and adding that to it, how safe do you guys feel at school these days? Or do you just feel like you're really safe and you know that these people are joking?
Yeah, I feel like I know they're joking. But I feel like fighting safety, I feel like you got to watch your back. Like, you got to just always be on lookout. Because people might try to sneak you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't like nobody's going to shoot us up, though. Because it's these 3 girls. I'm telling you, if I ever get caught slipping, anyway. But yeah, I feel like nobody's going to shoot us up, though. Like, that's like extreme.
So it's happening in places, though. So what makes you feel like it's not going to happen at that school?
Because I know the people that, like, you talking about the posts and stuff that they be talking about. I know those kids, like, they just talking. They just want to be gangsters so bad. I mean, I'm not saying it can't. I don't know. I don't think it is.
They just want to be popular. I feel safe at school. Well, I'm not going to say I feel safe at school because anything can always happen. But I don't feel like my life is in danger when I go to school. And I really don't feel like that. Since elementary, we always had police at the school. Like always. 3 or 4 police at school. So it was never like, I just feel like how they doing all over these schools. I just feel like nobody going to come in and shoot people. Nobody going to bring a bomb. Well, okay. Last year when they said the bomb stuff, I was scared. I didn't know nothing about that. And I just heard bomb. And I was like, I just thought it was some kid for real making bomb. Like, I went to school. So that was scary. But no,
it was that boy that was picking on that boy. And like, they was bullying him and stuff. And he actually did bring the gun to school, but he was, and but he was like, I kind of feel bad for him because he did look like mentally ill or something. Like he looked like there was something wrong with him. So that really wasn't his fault. I feel like me personally, I would do it too if y'all picking on me that bad.
Oh no, that's
okay. So piggybacking off of that, then, so what is bullying like in school these days? Is it still existing to a obvious point where people are bullying people like in front of people? How does bullying look in 2023?
Bullying is solely online. People are so non-confrontational now, except for fighting and stuff like that. But that's like built up over time or just continuous. Some people do fight for stupid reasons, but it's you never see nobody pushing up, slamming nobody in locker, stealing no lunch money. That's so nobody does it anymore.
That's just so cartoon. Like nobody does.
Yeah, it's literally just it's online and it's embarrassing people to the max. It's like exposing them. It's exposing them, and that is so embarrassing to have everybody know you, and then to have everybody know something about you that's embarrassing. And then it's like when people see that's you getting embarrassed, then they like share it. People from all these other schools around, and then people that from the next town over, and people all over the state know about it. It's like so it just gets so extreme, and that's how bullying looks.
Okay, Tim. So, have your kids ever came home and told you anything about bullying?
Oh yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I got a
Hey.
You had your hair like
hey.
that today? Mm-mm. Stay switching up your hair. Here you go.
Hello?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep talking.
that's all right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Tim.
Oh yeah, well, like I said, the bullying because my kids go to a predominantly white school, so we've had times when we've had to
Thank
talk
you.
about daddy, mom and daddy. They said something about my skin color. Or, I heard somebody say something nigga this or something like that. So yeah, they bullying. They ain't putting their hands on them. It's just saying shit, saying stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, they ain't putting their hands on them. So yeah, that's all that is. It ain't nothing like that. They ain't old enough. Well, the little ones ain't, but my oldest daughter go through, it just be like, say, just people saying stuff and stuff like that. But no, ain't nobody putting no hands on nobody, nothing like that. But she really don't really get bullied or nothing. She just say something like, cause she in FFA, only black girl in there. So she'll tell us about little conversations that she's overheard when I guess she think that she ain't listening or wasn't around, but she is around. But ain't nobody saying nothing directly to her. No.
Okay.
So it's a little different because it's a big racial gap.
Yeah, that's massive.
Yeah, it's
90% or
huge.
80%.
90%, dude. And I mean, 90%, I'm probably being modest with that. It might be like 95, 96, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, like, when going to these shows, these FFA shows she go to, we're the only black people there. Out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of white people, we're the only black people there.
That's crazy.
Look like a rally for the Klan, but we just that.
Oh my God,
it's bad. I'm telling you, man. Ain't no, so it ain't never been no circumstances where like what she was talking about people fighting and throwing people up into the lockers and stuff. It don't be that. It just be words.
Yeah, that undertone racism.
Yeah, the undertone stuff.
What do y'all have that's on your mind? What do you want to come? What do you want to get off your mind? This is the wormhole. What you got? What's on your mind?
Let's talk about the racism. My school, I feel like 50-50, right? And the other race, they are racist. And nowadays, it's like a joke. But if you do it, you're not really racist. You just joking. But you really are racist. And then now you can do it in front of a black person, and then they'll laugh. But then think about it, I'm like, what? Why do you feel comfortable saying that?
So the new generation has started with passive racism. It's kind of like they just open it up and they're doing it in public.
Not really like everywhere. Like online, if somebody get caught being racist, they're gonna cancel them. You know what that is? Yeah. But like in person, it's kind of different. But it never happened to me before. But yeah.
So you haven't experienced racism, Queen, at school. You haven't heard it being passive racism personally.
No. Well,
okay. So Carrie,
I don't think so.
Okay, so explain a moment where you feel like you've heard passive racism so we can get an example of what you mean.
At my lunch break, it is one white dude that sued us and the rest are black. And I am the only girl that sits at the table. It's Black History Month, right? So we joke, and every time he do something, we're like, Sean, really? It's Black History Month. And then he'll go, well, you can have this one, but I got the other 11. And then or one of my friends could be eating a banana, and he go, you really look like a monkey. And I'm like, bro. Or he'll literally like say, he'll be like, nig, and then he'll stop, and then he'll start laughing like it's funny.
How close of a friend is this guy to y'all?
He's closer to some of them than like me personally.
Do you feel like it's being more tolerated by black people because it's being more of a open joke? They're kind of making it into, they're desensitizing it?
I just feel like they're getting too comfortable.
Why are the black people allowing it though? What do you feel like is making them allow it?
I'm saying they've created their own system of jokes. And it's not that we're allowing it, but they also do it amongst themselves. So it's not that I can say, hey, you should stop saying that, because what am I gonna say to make him stop saying it?
I can see that. Because it's crazy.
His little black partners need to tell him, once you leave this parish, wherever you go after this, everybody ain't gonna laugh at that.
I ain't responsible for you after this, but
whatever happened to you, happened to you. Cause look, we cool, but the world bigger than this table.
That's like Queen was saying. It's like just where you're comfortable at, not necessarily everywhere.
Well, it's amazing to me that he's comfortable at that table with that many black people being.
That was just an example. I'm saying all of them do that. All of them do that.
All the white folks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like to me if I could be so frank. They know y'all ain't gonna do nothing. That's why they doing it. That's why they doing it. They know y'all ain't gonna do nothing because you're going to jail. They know it. That's why they doing it. They think it's funny because what you gonna do? They definitely not. When the police come, that white boy or what, they ain't going. That black boy going. A girl too, whoever. Yeah, that's why they doing it because they ain't get away with it. That's exactly why. If it's all of them that do it and they think it's funny and they see, but all it takes is somebody gonna have to lay down the law. Somebody gonna have to be the sacrificial lamb and lay down on their soul.
Gonna have to do something with him.
Somebody gonna have to do something. Somebody gonna have to do something just so it's like, hey, the jokes ain't funny.
And they parents racist, they country bumpkin. So I mean, it's just all of that too.
Yeah, that's all that is.
It sounds strikingly resemblant to the old days. It's like back in the days, it was the same thing. It was racism. Yeah. People, they knew that you couldn't say nothing. Like, what you gonna say, boy? What you gonna say? Like, I can say this, and you better not say nothing.
And you better not say nothing. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's exactly why they doing it. Because I guarantee you, they go anywhere else, them jokes will not be said. They won't even attempt to say it, but they do it at their schoolhouse.
It's coded different these days, you know. Like she say, it has become a passive thing, so everybody feels comfortable with it. But people don't really feel comfortable with it. But I guess it's the same, man. It's just like you just feel comfortable with something you can't do nothing about, and you try and get an education, and you don't want to rock the boat.
You don't want to rock the boat, but sometimes some people need to be changed. They need to be changed. And after they get through changing them, tell them, welcome to the new world. This is the way the world really is.
Half of the people at school are not there to get an education. They're there to get there and then go home. And then do this until they graduate. Like, nobody cares about school. No, out of the 8 people that sit at my table, I'm probably the only person that take my two of us out of 8. So one fourth takes our grade seriously. And have a plan that because we're juniors, like we're supposed to be applying for scholarships, talk to our counselors, doing all this stuff. We've actually done all that stuff to prepare for college. And the rest of them, they're just cruising. One boy, he be in ISS every day. And ISS, you don't do nothing. You're not learning anything. You're getting expelled. You're doing all this. Like, what? Now we have access to see everything. And you should have common sense enough to know we old enough to know what we're doing. Your parents should have to tell you to do your homework or you need to do better in school. Because now you know, and it's like you deliberately not doing it on purpose. For what reason? I don't know. Like that's stupid to me. I'm not saying you have to make straight A's, but you're gonna have to grow up. Like after you graduate. I'm not even saying think about after you graduate, because some people don't like to think about stuff so far ahead. But like, what are you gonna do next year when you in basic classes and then you really don't know nothing? And then when you try to go, if you try to go to college, even if you try to go to community, if you even try to do anything, you're not gonna be able to because you chose to not do nothing. And then they're gonna play victim and they're gonna say, well, I didn't know and nobody ever helped me. But we have all the resources that we need. Schools could be better at teaching us actual adult things that we can use in our lives, like taxes and financial stuff and how to apply for stuff and actually do stuff. But we have common sense. You have common sense.
I like that. That's accountability right there. That's coming from an actual high school student saying that you got what you need, shut up and do your work. And I do agree with her because me and Tim talk all the time that there should be a different curriculum in school. If they don't teach you this stuff all the way through, which I think they should incorporate it all the way from like first grade all the way till you graduate, at least once you become a junior or a senior or both, and you have those days, you have dual enrollment, there should be some kind of taxes, there should be a credit card, there should be all that kind of stuff. You should be learning about all of that. So you're getting sent out in the world. Half of these kids at the school are getting sent out in the world with the same parents they had when they were in school. So once they become adults, their parents still not teaching about credit. They're just going out in the world, working, becoming, I'm not going to call them illiterate adults, but they're becoming adults that don't have the proper knowledge to survive. That should be taught to you in school.
I mean, you're right. It should be taught to in school, but it should be incumbent upon the parents too, to try. Even though a lot of our parents, we probably tell our kids way more stuff than our parents told us. Because they wasn't taught to tell us, tell people something, because they wasn't told nothing. But, we kind of see it. So that's why we agree it should be taught in school. But at the same time, at the house, you got to tell your babies, like, hey, it costs $8. How much you got in your hand? 5?
Plus tax.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to get it. We short. And then you saying how many more dollars we need? That's when you learn to subtract. And that's it. So yeah, it need to be taught in school though, But
I was trying to put the debit card in their hand when they was like 1, 2 years old. Just hold them up to the thing and let them push the buttons and slide the card. Like I want them to see transactions and get receipts, and because that stuff gonna come in handy in life, man. It's a lot of kids
big
right
time.
now. If you gave them change, they won't even know how much change they got.
No, they don't know.
It's kids right now.
Yeah, I totally believe, 100% believe it. They can't count, can't tell time unless it's digital.
Can't tell time.
Yeah, a lot of them can't.
They don't know how to read the clock.
Yeah.
Can't even read an analog clock.
My teacher, she was a math teacher, and she did have one of those crazy math clocks. Like one o'clock was like 2 squared minus 2 squared, which equals 1, and then 11 o'clock was like square root of 21. Like you have to do the math to read clock, but they don't even know Roman numerals. They don't even know, like, even if it said 1, 2, 3, 4 to 12, they still don't know what that means. And then they have to turn on their phone or after Apple.
No, they know what oodles and noodles are. But yeah, it's like that, man. Because everything is just pretty much give it to you on a plate. Because I mean, think about it, Troy. When we was coming up, them cats that taught us math, they used to use them slide rules and stuff like that. And
all of that.
What they call it, an abacus, all that kind of stuff, man. We ain't know nothing. We use calculators. That they was like, y'all ain't gonna never learn, So it's just the way the times go, because that was when them damn TI-80 whatever's came out, they did all the math for you.
Oh man. I don't think I never got past using the basic functions. I didn't get deep into my calculator. I didn't think I knew how to get deep into my calculator.
I got into that bad boy too. It started doing sine and cosine. Oh man, that was like, boy, I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna finally make an A in math."
Trig functions are awful.
Ma'am?
Right now, trigonomic functions are awful.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But my calculator is $20, and it's the best calculator you can get. If you use an ACT, then it's good. You don't need no graph calculator. The big bulky ones that look like an old cell phone from back in the day. You don't need all that.
Yeah, you're right about that. Old cell phone. That's what they call them, Troy. That's what they call them.
A Nokia.
Yeah.
No, it's a calculator. It's not a graph calculator. It's like, it's really big. And
she talking about one of them TIs, man. Them TI-84, the ones I was talking about. They real big. Yeah, they look like an old phone.
Yeah.
I know the one she's talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That I said was the best thing ever happened to me. So you see the age gap right there. You see the gap right there. I said it was the best thing ever happened to me. And she like, what the hell is this?
What is this? A Nintendo cartridge?
It's just too much. It's too many buttons, and then it got a whole catalog in there for no reason.
It really does.
You can play games on it. What do you need?
Yeah, you really can. Yeah.
That's not a calculator.
Man, that bad boy, that was all we got one of them. We were chopping high cotton.
Chopping high cotton.
We were chopping in high cotton. Yeah. So I can count now. She said it's just too big. To her, it looked like you done bought a desktop in there.
Yeah.
Everything could be more. It could be simplified. I just don't agree with that calculator. And then our teachers, they only teach us how to use that calculator. And I feel like it's inconvenient because it takes you 10 minutes to do a problem because you got to click all these buttons and scroll in the catalog.
That's it. Texas Instruments.
And then put it in second mode and then change the radians to degree. And it's just too much when you could just get a calculator that still do everything else. That's what I mean. Let's go back to the Louisiana curriculum. Why do we need this big calculator? What is the reason?
Oh, so what you're saying is the Louisiana curriculum still got y'all using the old TM calculator?
I mean, it's developing stuff. Like it's better. It's a modernized calculator. Like it's good. It's almost like a cell phone now. But I'm saying it's useless now. Like the calculator that calculator is $150, and my teacher told me to get it for a week, and I was like, no, that's stupid. My calculator still do the same thing, and every day she would pass by me where I click 2 buttons to get my answer. But everybody else, they click 10. And she would just pass by me. You don't have to help me because I already got it. And then my calculator came with a little catalog in the back. And you can look up a YouTube video for everything. And even if you can't, you just click the buttons I just click the buttons till I figure it out. But everybody else still, literally in our textbook, it got 10 steps. And the steps take up the whole page just to figure out this one problem. Well, I could do that on a piece of paper in 2 minutes.
That is a lot.
She thought I was going to use it, and I'm not. And I never picked up a graphic calculator.
Well, this has been good. So that's pretty much all I got, man. I want to know a few things about a few things. I want the wormhole to hear from this generation. We're trying to broaden our horizon. We've always wanted to have y'all on, and it's about time that we did it. So before we cut out of here, is there anything that you can think of that you want to get off your chest or want to take a shout out? Anything like that?
I want to give a shout out to Jason Green. We've been watching the Wormhole. I mean, we've been listening to the Wormhole since it came out.
Oh, Jacob
We
Green.
loyal members. We loyal members.
All right, appreciate you.
I can't watch it. Y'all say it's a little bit too graphic for me.
Okay, well, just wait 20 more years. We'll dust the tapes off and hand them to you.
Dust the tapes off.
Censor it. Oh, no cuss words, please.
Yeah, but that's something else. So, Queen does not listen. She's never heard an episode. And Carriel, and now that she said his name, I guess we can say it too. We've been kicking the shouts out to him, but we never say his name. So Carriel and Jacob, they like marathon listeners. So, one child don't listen and one child does listen. And that's what made this special.
It's very graphic.
Yeah.
Queen is she on her new road with Jesus.
Oh, it's the new growth for Jesus. Okay, I mean, y'all ain't never been off your growth for Jesus.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just, kicking out the shouts. Kicking out the shouts to the growth. Yeah.
What's wrong with Jesus?
I'm kicking out shouts to Jesus. Tim don't like when I start talking about Jesus. I'm kicking out shouts to Jesus right now.
That road is finna get dusty and cloudy and bumpy. So yeah, kick your shout outs to get it over with, man.
Yeah. I'm just kicking out shouts to the growth. I like it. I really do like it. I think more young people should get into it. I think it'll change a lot if more young people got into Jesus, so they can have some kind of accountability and responsibility for their lives. I think right now a lot of young people are acting out because they don't have any. Do you call it responsibility? Is that what I'm looking for? Not responsibility.
Accountability.
But in the young people's defense, older generations make young people not want to go to church. They're so judgmental. Everything is a problem. Like we are evolving every day. Like we're not saying have to agree with us, but respect goes both ways, and not just like age respect, but just respect of our ways and stuff. Like me now, I don't like going to church. I go to church because I know that I read my Bible. That's what it says in your word, that you should go to the house of the Lord. But the environment of church is awful for young people. Well, yeah, for young people. And they feel like that they shouldn't have to play our music and they shouldn't have to have flashing lights. And they have this discussion in our church. And they shouldn't have to play flashing lights and sing a lot of songs and do all this just to please us because we should come anyways. But at the same time, less and less people are coming to church anyway. So if nobody have that in their life to say, go to church, but in a encouraging way and not a you're going to hell because you don't go to church way, then why would anybody want to go to school? Not just young people. Why would anybody want to go to church in general?
I feel that. So, Queen, how do you feel about the whole experience right these days?
Like going to church?
Yeah. What do you think can happen differently to encourage young people to go to church more?
I don't really think it's nothing like that. Like people can do. I mean, churches are judgmental and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like if you're like a true Christian, then a church experience shouldn't take you completely away from God. So I feel like we was talking about at church, for somebody to get life to Christ, they gotta realize that He's the only one that can help them. If we be honest, like they gotta go through some stuff in order they really don't have to, but most people do because they just keep on denying it until they finally just give up and give in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, I like that.
A lot of good points.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So I guess we'll cut this one short tonight. I like what we just did. This was perfect. We have been waiting this for a long time. We got to do it again. The next time we come back, we got to have some different topics. If we could make this a semi-regular thing, because I think you'll come up with some things now that when you get off that you would have wanted to say when you were on here. But if so, man, we always want to bring y'all back. We are so happy to have y'all on tonight. And the Wormhole thanks y'all. Tim?
Yes, sir. Great. We really enjoyed it, man. A lot of good information shared here this evening. And look forward to talking to y'all again, man. I gotta see if I can get Book up, get her on him. She got a lot going on, but we'll get on him.
Yeah, Kennedy, she busy like Beyonce, so
yeah. Animals ain't as easy as you think it is.
Yeah. I know she's gonna be on with us though.
Yeah. And shout out to her, whoever listening. I clearly know one of our listeners at the livestock show. But she got sixth place. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh shoot, sixth place. Shout out to Kennedy with sixth place at the egg.
Yeah, she got sixth place. She was so excited. She was like, "Dad, it's my first time placing." I said, "Your first time showing a hog? You ain't never did this stuff before."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's the name of the hog?
Sassy.
Sassy. Okay. All right. Sassy the hog. Shout out to Sassy the hog and shout out to Kennedy.
Yeah.
Ashbury.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. For coming in sixth place in this competition.
Yeah. Yeah, she got sixth place. That's all right. I was really thinking she wasn't gonna get shit. I mean, get anything. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't think she was gonna get anything because I was like I said, we was like I said, we was of the minority for real.
Oh yeah,
and I was like
absolutely.
that, and then it had me on edge too. I said, this SOB ain't even gonna look at my baby pig. Yeah. He looked at her. He gave her a little whatever that hand gesture meant. I'm still learning myself. And then she just started grinning and she walked to the side. And my mom was like, she got it. They sent her to the pen, so she's in the top 6. So okay, well that's what's up. So at the top 6, she got 6. So
All right.
there you go.
All right, Carrier Queen. Any last words before we sign off?
No, I'm all right.
All right. Well, Wormhole, man, this has been the show. This has been the episode with the daughters, and this is gonna be the daughters feature, and we will drop this real soon. So keep a lookout, man. We out.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Man.
That concludes this episode of The Wormhole. Join us next time to see what shit goes in the hole and comes out the other side gold.